onomatopoetically the sound of the crickets. And yeah, we named us after this sound because you have a string on the instrument I play on the hurdy-gurdy that makes a noise, a sound, a rhythmical noise that almost sounds like crickets, like zip, 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 zip.
Oh, cool.
And also sometimes the guitar strings played in a certain way sound like zirping crickets.
That's cool.
So that's, yeah.
Now you keep... Okay, I'm sorry.
We found it a nice description of our music, yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, it does. Now you keep calling this instrument called a hurdy-gurdy, so in case people don't know what hurdy-gurdy is, what is that?
What? You don't know what a hurdy-gurdy is?
I know what it is. I can see in the picture what it is, but there's all people out there, us crazy Americans, we don't know anything.
How can they know?
I don't know.
No, it's a very rare instrument, and almost nobody knows about it. So, but you might have heard about the song of Donovan, the hurdy-gurdy man.
Mm-hmm,
so you have it in your culture somehow. But it's actually an instrument that traces back to medieval European times, and it's something like a mechanical string instrument, you can say. It's like a violin, but a mechanical violin, and it has strings. But I don't have a bow. I have a wheel, and I can turn this wheel with a crank. Is that the right word? Yeah, I think so. And the wheel bows the strings like an infinite bow, you know. And then you have keys to shorten the strings. It's almost like the keys on a piano. And yeah, you can play the melodies on the strings. And the funny thing about it is that you have lots of strings that all can put on the wheel together simultaneously, and you can play in chords to a bass string. We call it drone. A drone. It's also called drone music. You have it also on the bagpipe, like the big drone pipe, which gives a bass note, a bass tone. And yeah, you play your melody to this bass and have like a chord or like an orchestral sound. Yeah, and the sound of the hurdy-gurdy is very near to the sound of a bagpipe. So sometimes you can't say it's a hurdy-gurdy or it's a bagpipe. And yeah, you can find this instrument since the 9th century in Europe. You have very old paintings in churches of very old hurdy-gurdies. The minstrels played it and sang to it. And yeah, since the 16th century, it was developed, and it got this trumpet string. It's called. And this is the string that makes the zirping noise like the crickets. Mm-hmm. And by letting vibrate a little wooden thing that vibrates and makes this noise. And yeah, but the tragic thing is that since the 19th century it almost died out, the instrument. So it was almost completely died out in Germany, and nobody knowed about this any longer. And again, since the folk revival in the 60s, in the 70s, some instrument makers rediscovered the instrument from old paintings and rebuild it somehow.
Wow!
And now you have a handful of instrument makers in Germany who build these instruments again, and this is a great thing. They also develop it. They not only copy the old ones from the old paintings, they also develop new instruments, modern instruments for modern needs, for stage. For example, I have a hurdy-gurdy from an instrument builder from Austria, from Vienna, and he builds really modern instruments for modern needs. He builds pickups in it, so you can play it amplified or with effects, and it's a great thing. So this instrument comes back again, and I love that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, see, it's always really nice, really interesting to hear unique instruments kind of getting their day, coming back in the sun, sort of, because a lot of the instruments that modern musicians use tend to be pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see something, especially something cultural, like come back and make a big impact.
Yeah, definitely. And the best about this instrument is it's loud, and you can play it everywhere. You don't need power supply or something. Because I also play keyboards and stuff. I love playing keyboards, but it's not the same thing. You're not that connected to this instrument. You know, you have a keyboard, you play it. It sounds everywhere. It sounds the same in every condition. It sounds the same. It's almost always in tune. But with the hurdy-gurdy, you never know how it will sound. It really depends on the conditions, on the weather, and it's a different thing. You have it on your body. It vibrates. You play it with your hands, and it's a different connection to the instrument.
Now, from a technical perspective, let's say you're playing a show somewhere and you're in less than optimal weather conditions. Does the rest of the band have to kind of tune themselves around the hurdy-gurdy, or can the hurdy-gurdy still be kind of arranged back into tune with the rest of the band?
Yeah, I can retune it. It can arrange to mix with the band, but it's always lots of time needed to do this. So sometimes with bad conditions, I have to sit like an hour before the show and try to retune it and try to get it fixed and ready for a show. So that's the thing about hurdy-gurdies I hate. So it's like a love-hate to the instrument. But somehow it always works out. And as I said, those new modern instruments are much more stable than the old ones. So it's almost like a real instrument.
It kind of sounds like you have like maybe 2 or 3 or 4 instrument all in one.
Yeah, sometimes I think about it like of a little orchestra. And back in the days I was a student, I did a lot of street music to get some money. And you just sit down on the street with this instrument. The people look at this strange alien thing, and then you start to play, and you get sounds out of it, like full chords, like rhythm, like bass and melody in one. And yeah, most of the people can't believe that it all comes out of this instrument. So that's that's what I love about this thing. And for me, it was the same when I first saw this instrument played on a little folk band I watched, and I saw this wooden thing. I didn't know how it works. I didn't know what it is, and then the sound came out, and yeah, I was amazed from the first second on.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, I like the instrument. I mean, it's a nice sound. It's plays lovely, and I want to know more about it.
She's going to want a personal demonstration.
Yes.
A personal demonstration.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
at Fairy Worlds, yeah.
Yes, at Fairy Worlds, yes. Yes, so I'll be like looking at, take pictures, like, ooh, that's what it is, okay. But, yeah. Tune it, play it, yeah. if you let me touch it. That's a good question. Okay, so anyone have questions for Stefan from Zirp? He's in the chat room. And then we will also open up the phone lines if you guys want to call in. And the area code 360. Hang on, I'm scrolling up the phone number. 464-4216. If you have any questions. If you are international, the only way you guys can get into that is to add me to Skype. Just go to, just hunt me down, put in Let's Talk About the Music, and then /shells, and you will find me. That's what it is. So, yeah, any questions? Be fantastic. We have a musician from Finland in the chat room. and her name
Okay.
she goes by. I'm never going to get her name right.
Defected.
Thank you very much. And she says she loves your music.
Oh, thank you. That's great.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, we go all over the globe, all over the globe.
Yes, worldwide.
Okay, so I'm running out of questions, so let's get into your next performance. Now there's a lot of them going on. Let's go into, first off, let's go Fairy Worlds real quick.
Yeah.
You and I are both going to be at Fairy Worlds on September 1st through the 4th, I think it is.
Yeah, right. I'm so excited.
I am too. I wasn't there last year, so I didn't get to see the new site.
Ah, okay. Oh, you will be blown away.
Really?
Yeah, it's a great spot. I love it.
Is it better than the old site?
For me, yeah, it's not just an open plain. It's like a little like in the woods with a little lake, and it's just beautiful. I love it.
Okay, awesome. Now I'm looking forward to it. 'Cause I know last year it poured down rain, so I'm kind of happy I didn't go. Yeah, I'll be at the front gate. I am known as the Pixie, and so I'll be running around terrorizing people because it's a lot of fun. I don't stand still no more than 10 minutes, kind of like I'm doing now. And yeah, we have a lot of music, a lot of festival, a lot of actors all over the place. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So check out Fairy Worlds. That's their plug. The only one you get. And I do know that I'm going to kind of like jump a little bit because I noticed Fawn, that the same band you're in, is coming out with only saw a glimpse of it. They're either coming out a tour, they got a show coming up, or it's an album. I'm not too sure what it was.
There's a new album coming up with Fawn. Yeah, it's I think in the middle of August we release it. Mm-hmm. And it might be that we play. Yeah, we will definitely play some of the new songs of the new album at Fairy Worlds too. Cool. So we are very excited. It's a album about Nordic traditions, Nordic mythology. It's called Midgard, and yeah, it's great. It's just great. I'm really really proud of it, and looking forward to the release.
Me too. Now, with Zirp, now going back to the band here with you right now, is that now, are you guys in a studio right now making a new album?
Yeah, right now we're working on some pre-productions. So we gather all the song ideas we have and record it at home, like a pre-production. And this is the first step for us to come to a new album. And we have great ideas. We have lots of progressive arrangements about those traditional stuff, and I'm really looking forward to work on a new CD. Yeah, the only problem is the time right now because we were in a huge production process with Fawn. And still we have to shoot some video footage and have photo shootings and stuff like this and promotion tours. So this is a huge process with Fawn, but after all that stress, I focus on the new Zirp album, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Definitely. And you know, it's not just about me and about the instrument. I have a great band around me, you know, really great people. It's Olaf Peters on the guitar. He plays open tuning acoustic guitar, which is also kind of special because he plays in a different tuning. It's like an Irish folk tuning. It's called Dadgat because the strings are tuned in D-A-D, G-A-D. It's Dadgat. If you play this tuning, you get a very open sound of the chords, which really corresponds to the open drone sound of the hurdy-gurdy. And we have two Florians, one on the bass and one on the drums. And this couple, they're so great. They add all those progressive fusion elements to our sound. And right now, with the new songs we produce,